Blessings, everyone. This is Keleena. Welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before. I am Keleena Melner. I'm a light language DNA key code activator. I'm a psychic. I am a multidimensional quantum energy healer. I am living a multidimensional life. And many people that have followed me for many years have seen my multidimensionally come through in my videos. There's photos. There's so much more to share. And it's what's happening to all of you. So I'm only coming in really quick today because I am doing little updates of visions that I'm having, information that's coming in. I used to be able to do this all the time, but I've been so busy the last couple of years that I haven't been able to do this so much. So it was very important for me to share this one now because it's where a lot of people are feeling like they're at. And it's about the feeling of being lost, the feeling of not knowing where you're supposed to be, where you're going. Are you comfortable here? Am I supposed to be here? Am I supposed to be there? Am I supposed to be doing this? This is continuous. It's been going on for well over a year for some of you, and it's getting to the point where a lot of my clients are like, when is this going to end? So I want to share an experience that I have just had because it's going to give a little light bulb moment, and I hope that it helps all of you right now where you're at in your process with this. In the private sessions, I'm able to help when I go into the client's subconscious to reveal what's changing in their life, where they're at in their process, what is needing to be changed in the emotional bodies, the mental bodies, the physical bodies, the etheric body. We come to determinations of things that are so highly significant in the evolution of the soul of the client, but it's also the same for you. Everyone's going through this. So let me share what has happened to me. One of the things that I've done since I was very young was I've always felt very strange in this physical body. And I've shared this with many of my Patreon community. They know about this. But I would feel like I'd get up in the morning and be back, just have that thought, we're here still. And one of the things that I know I did a lot when I was little, and I still do it now as an adult who's been married, has grown children now, and is very much the Wayshower helping all of you. It's been part of my work and journey my whole life is to come into this space and place to assist through my artistic expression, to be able to share, to help everyone, and to share my truth, my experience, to help you along the way. So early this week, or on last weekend, I was speaking with someone very early in the morning one morning, and I had just only been up maybe 20 minutes, and I placed the phone down on the kitchen counter on the island, and I walked all the way around my other kitchen counter and was in the area which would be like the family room area or living area, and I walked and I said, oh, where am I going? What am I doing here? And I do that and I've done that since I was young. I would say those things to myself, and sometimes I wouldn't say it out loud as a child because I grew up in a very large home of a lot of people. And you didn't want to sound like a bumbling fool and have people make fun of you back then because that's what some of the siblings did. So I said these things the other day while the person was on the phone. And they immediately responded, oh, there you go again with your energy. There you go. You're changing your energy towards me. You're shifting. they were trying to say that I was speaking towards them in a way that lowered my vibration and lowered their vibration. But for me, it wasn't at all. I was in this space and place of, where am I going? What am I doing? And for me, it was just because I just gotten up and I haven't integrated my higher self, my inner being back into the physical body all the way yet. And this happens a lot for me on a daily basis. Because those you know that, if you're the Pisces energy, that's what happens. You tend to like, woo, leave the body and you're out there and woo, and then, and then when you got to come back in, you've got to integrate it and anchor it. So when that person said that, it was shocking to me because their tone of voice had changed and gotten kind of ugly. And so what I did was I walked back because I had even forgot that I had put the phone down and had someone on the phone. So that's how spacey I can be in the morning. Well, and sometimes during the day because I'm more outside working in the ethers or whatever than here on the earth sometimes. So I went back over and I said, well, what are you talking about? Why are you thinking that I'm lowering my vibration or energy towards you? And they said, because you shifted and you're saying, what are you doing? And I said, I was talking to myself. I didn't know where I was going, why I was going there, what I was doing. And this person has known me for a few years. And I said, you know that I do that. You know that I talk out loud and that this happens. And they were still very adamant that I was being rude to them or saying something to them that was making them feel like they weren't good enough, okay? But I wasn't even talking to them. So they ended up hanging up on me. And I was like, okay. So I made my smoothie and I went outside on Gaia and I sat there and I said, Mother, what just happened with that? And so here's what she showed me. She said, Keleena, she calls me Keleena darling, because Gaia will treat you like a sister, like a daughter, however you are in that moment. And she said, you walk around in a state that can actually reflect the sense of being lost. And what it is for me is that I haven't come back into center yet in the morning to anchor into the body. My I am presence is just coming back into this physical vessel that I'm in to do this work for spirit, for Gaia, for source. And in that space, because I'd still been early in the morning, I hadn't really come back in fully yet. It triggered that person that was on the phone with their sense of being lost. And in their life right now, they don't know where they're supposed to be. They're not working. They don't have a place to live. All of these things, they're feeling, what's next? I don't know what's next. What's going on? Where am I supposed to be? And that's where a lot of you are right now. And the fact that I triggered that person in that, it really showed me that we are so super sensitive right now. And it actually was not my energy that shifted. It was the person on the phone that shifted because I triggered within them their sense of feeling lost, which in turn, there was a sense of anger and frustration coming up in them because they didn't know where they were supposed to be, what they were supposed to be doing. And it can be very hard being I'm a catalyst as well, so it can be very hard to be this catalyst and have someone like throwing knives at you when nothing was actually geared toward you on purpose. And it can be really, there's a little fly here, my little elemental friends. It can really throw you off, but I was like, okay, no, I'm not going to let this take me into their vibration. I'm going to stay where I am. And I'm going to connect with Gaia and allow the rest of who I am to just come back and anchor my full presence, the I am that I am, and be here. And Gaia showed me that so much of the population on this planet right now is in this space and place. And I said, what is it that I can deliver to my clients about this? And she said, just don't deliver it to your clients, deliver it to all of humanity. You're going to a space and a place that is disconnected from time. And we've been going through this. I did a video almost 2 years ago on, are we leaving time? People are just starting to do videos on it now. I did it 2 years ago. Yes, we're disconnecting from the third dimensional reality that is connected to time, that's associated with the linear life. It's associated with timelines. So as you're disconnecting from that and disassociating with the old ego identity of who you are and who you used to be, it's going to trigger this sense of feeling of loss. Like you're starting to lose pieces of yourself that you've identified yourself as for a long time. And in this, what you need to do is the same thing. Go out on Gaia. Allow yourself to, I now drop into my divine sacred heart. Feel yourself drop into your heart, open your heart, and commune with Gaia, commune with Mother. Ask her the questions. If you can't hear, if you don't see visions, just feel. She'll give you a sense of peace. She'll give you a sense of joy. She's going to give you a sense of what you need to do to hold yourself in a place and space of what feels good so that you can relax and trust. Trust the process that is happening. Right now, it came down to that. It came down to that single word of trust. And this is where everyone is. They're panicking. I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I don't know where I'm supposed to live. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. If we fully align ourselves with the divinity that we are, and this is what I teach my clients on my Patreon members, if we align ourselves here in that divinity, okay? Connected with our I am presence. We are the I am presence. And we're here, and we're in peace, and we're in love, and we're in joy. We are in that space and place in our divine sacred heart, that feminine heart aligned with the sacred mind, where the two come together in union for you, the Christ child. The trust in the process, that everything that you have planned and created before you came here will unfold beautifully and naturally if you allow it. But if you go into a state of anxiety and fear and tension and resentment and anger and vengeance and all of the lower chakras, shame and blame, like I was being blamed for something that I really didn't even do. Okay, yes, I triggered the person, but not with intention. If we do this, you hold yourself into that lower vibration and a lower frequency where you're not going to be able to allow things to flow easily. Instead, what's going to happen is you're going to create obstacles before you. And in those obstacles, it's going to hold you back. And that's where you're going to feel like you're stalled. You're not moving forward. I'm stuck. Well, the whole reason you're feeling that is because you're not allowing the process. You're not trusting in it. Yes, everything is changing on this planet. But remember, you're changing. You're creating the change within you that's creating the change outside of you in the world that's happening. And we asked for this. We came back for this. It's part of your job here. It's part of your mission. There's like a fuzz on my nose. It is part of our mission. And each of us is one part of the collective, one part of this whole. It takes a village to change the earth. You're part of that village. And it's okay some days to have tough days for the changes that are happening. But get back in alignment with who you truly are, that higher self. and allow the changes to happen in gratitude. Because when this happens in gratitude, believe me, you're going to be so fulfilled when everything starts unraveling, unfolding, opening up, and things start to flow divinely for you. Trust in your process, trust in the things that you created, trust in the experiences that you came here to have. Even though it may have seemed ugly at some point, you asked for those experiences for your soul's growth, for your soul's expansion, and for the soul growth and expansion of the collective consciousness, the changes in the collective consciousness, and the growth and expansion of the Creator Source. The Creator Source learns through us because we are a fractal of Source in the physical vessel, learning everything we can through our experiences for Source as Source of Source. And each person is learning differently. And each person has a different mission. And no two persons are better than the other. If you ever hear anyone say, oh, what I do is more important than you do, run, especially the gurus, the ones that claim themselves as gurus. No. When my team showed me that, I came here to lead the people home, and I a lot of you know I've laughed about it. I was like, what are you talking about? And they said, you're here to lead the people back home, back to their sacred heart, because this is where we're to live from. And in this space and place, Keleena, you're going to teach from your experiences, Keleena. And in this space and place, Keleena, you're going to bring souls into peace and love and joy. And it is here where everyone is going to tune in and send love, the love frequency back and forth to one another. And this is how we are changing the world. There are those that are making fun of us that talk about love, and we talk about the light within us, but they really truly don't understand. One day they will. The light is bigger than the opposing energy right now, and it's just getting bigger. And so it's really important for each of you to honor yourself, respect yourself, have compassion for yourself as you're going through these things, but also know that you're here for the big picture. You're not here for you. We are here for the all. We're here for Gaia. Our soul's expansion and growth, and the collective. Remember that. Me kira ursna snara at matira ana it namar I. Amoria, Amaya, Aki. I love you. I just wanted to share that with you, give some of you some little information, and let you keep going. Okay? I will see you soon. I'm sure my August video will be out, probably August 1st or 2nd. Patreon members, I'll see you sisters for the Priestess Temple Path on Sunday. I love you, everybody. Keep going. You've got this. Maturk nit ishna am ira ayaat. Okay? I love you. Eternal love, eternal light, eternal life. Maekita ayaat. Blessings. Yo soy tú.